You're watching Pulse for the 13th or 14th of September, and it's time for some StarCraft news. In this week's episode, we take a look at the fact that patch 1.4.0 is in fact on the PTR and ready for testing, a few patch 1.4.0 extras, the GSL August Codex final results, some MLG and IPL3 updates, a bit of Destiny and Sheth news, some StarCraft II Propaganda Art, and more. Let's get started. First up, StarCraft II Wings of Liberty patch 1.4 is now available for testing on the PTR. Well, it was before, but I thought I'd just mention this again, and I wanted to mention the fact that it is also now available on the European PTR, so that's some good news. The EU guys don't have to feel left out anymore. The patch notes haven't changed since the last time I spoke about them. Yes, that infestor neural parasite thing is still in there. I've got a few extras that tie in with this. First up, you can check out a patch 1.4.0 discussion with Team EG. And I will tell you right now, a lot of interesting stuff was said. I especially suggest you check out Idra's responses to the patch. Then you can check out a thread over at Team Liquid about the Ninja ZVP nerf in patch 1.4. This was just a bit of a scare, and people thought that Blizzard had changed the way that banelings drop from overlords onto tightly clumped groups of units. Apparently there's nothing to fear and nothing was changed. This was just some failed testing. It was pretty interesting though. People were doing some serious calculations here, and they even had two videos that you could play side by side to see how badly it was nerfed. But hey, it seems like they were wrong, and some people were just overthinking things. So with all that said, head on over to the official site to check those patch notes out, hop onto the PTR if you got some time, and check those extras out below. So now let's move right on to the GSL updates. There's not that much to talk about, but as I mentioned last week, the GSL August Codex finals did indeed happen over the weekend. So which of the two Terran monsters, MVP and Top, managed to win? Well, here come the spoilers. MVP managed a 4-1 victory over Top. And it does go to show that players can come back from a slump, and Nesty's not the only one that's capable of winning multiple GSLs. So that puts MVP at 3 titles, Nesty at 3 titles, and MC at 2. That's actually some pretty good racial distribution. Anyway, you can read a full finals recap below. You can see how exactly MVP won his almost $50,000 against Top. There are also a bunch of really cool photos to have a look at. Check it out and enjoy. Now we have some MLG updates. Major League Gaming has announced a brand spanking new tournament in which 24 of the world's best StarCraft II players will compete in 3 regional brackets. This is the MLG Global StarCraft II Invitational. It does sound a lot like the Global StarCraft II League, but it's different. Each week the invited players, which I will go over in just a second, will be going toe-to-toe online for prize money, bragging rights, and a shot at the all-important finals, which will in fact be held live at the 2011 MLG National Championship in Providence on Friday, November the 18th. Along with this announcement, and along with the players that I'm about to mention, the MLG guys will be inviting the BlizzCon 2011 champion to compete in the National Championship at MLG and in the MLG Global Invitational Finals. So winning BlizzCon has just become a lot more important. So now, the players invited. For Europe, we've got Naniwa, Sho, Ret, Heypro, Thorzane, White Ra, Jinro, and Sase. North America has Idra, Kiwikaki, Slush, Sheth, Tyler, Major, Destiny, and In Control. Korea has MMA, MVP, Losira, Boxer, Puma, Hero, Bomber, and Koka. Quite an impressive list of players indeed. We've been told that the online games will be streamed via MLG TV, and they will be cast by Artosis and JP McDaniel, so that's something to look forward to as well. There are obviously a lot of prizes involved. The brackets have been set up, so you can have a look that Idra is in fact playing Destiny in the first round, and I'm not going to miss that. The maps, the schedule, and all the other information you could ever want can be found below. The first North American games are being played on the 13th of September, so head on over to MLG TV to check those out. Next up, some IGN Pro League updates. As you all probably know by now, NBA player for the Utah Jazz, Gordon Hayward, is in fact going to be participating in the IPL Origins that's happening at Atlantic City. In order to get him into StarCraft II shape, as they call it, Joshi, HD, and Pain User brought him into the IGN esports office to teach him a thing or two. I'll say right now that they weren't the only ones doing the schooling. Gordon Hayward is in fact a beast on the court. So yes, the IPL guys have released yet another promotional video, and I have said before how much I'm in favor of this. The guys from DreamHack did the same with their Valencia tournament that's coming up soon, and I think videos like this do absolute wonders to hype your tournament up. I mean, I'm probably not the only one who's keen to see how this plays out come IPL Origins. I think it's going to be an absolute blast, and as I said before, the promotional stuff really helps. Check that video out right here on YouTube and enjoy it. Then in a few extras, you can check an ESPN interview with Gordon Hayward that was actually about StarCraft. Then lastly, you can read about the IPL3 Origins online qualifiers number 3 and 4 that are also happening soon. With that done, let's check out the tournament and event smalls. First up, Sen has taken the Taiwanese Battle.net Invitational. Then you can check out the DreamHack Valencia schedule, matchups and more. MLG Orlando is just around the corner, so you can have a look at the event details for that as well. The first week of the NASL is apparently going to be aired for free in 1080p. You can read how QXC, Killer and Pokebunny have qualified for IEM New York. Soccer has won the Shoutcraft Invitational number 3, and the guys over at World Cyber Games USA have had a bit of a budget cut. The StarCraft 2 and CS guys are not going to be happy about this one. So in the first of our community news, we've got the Liquid Sheth and Destiny charity off. Yes, that's sort of like a walk-off for models, just this one's for streamers that play StarCraft 2. Now, this is pretty interesting because this is sort of what TLO did a little while back for the Doctors Without Borders. They are in fact doing it for the same charity, but this one's going to be a bit different. Justin TV has apparently been very generous and agreed to take the total from whoever makes the most between these two and match it. So that is indeed going to be super helpful for the Doctors Without Borders. I'm pretty keen to see how well these guys are going to be playing after 24 hours of StarCraft 2. But hey, I think if anyone, both Destiny and Sheth are going to be more than ready for this. So now if you want to help out, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is choose either Team Sheth or Team Destiny, then simply watch the stream. If you want to do more, you can also head on over to the Doctors Without Borders homepage and donate. By the time this video goes up, they should have both started already, so you can hop onto either of those streams and tell your friends about it, because hey, it all helps. You can read a lot more about this below and find links to their streams. Enjoy. As an extra to this, apparently Destiny's main StarCraft 2 account, which was in fact Grandmaster, has been suspended for 7 days. Now this apparently happened because of a little tiff between Destiny and Deezer, but you can read a lot more about that below. I won't go into full detail here. So last up, before heading into the smalls, a user named NicoPower5000 over at Team Liquid has set up some really cool StarCraft 2 art. For fun, he decided to make a couple of old school World War II style propaganda posters. These are absolutely amazing and they're definitely worth checking out in full size. You can do so below and be sure to leave a comment of appreciation because hey, if anything, we want to see more of this. Now let's check out the StarCraft 2 community smalls. Select has been profiled by Razor on razorzone.com, so you can check that out if you're a fan. SC has transferred from FXO to MVP. Todd has joined Fnatic MSI. Orc has left StarCraft 2 for Age of Empires Online. GG Lost Shadow is now playing Zerg, and you can see an interview accompanying that. There's a Total Biscuit interview to check out. If you don't already regular follow grubby.com, then you can have a look at a couple of grubby vlogs, interviews, and other grubby media. Fnatic MSI's reign is set to answer quite a few community questions. Evil Geniuses is now partnered with Slapper. Its Gosu Esports has a bunch of replay packs up. You can check out an interesting article titled StarCraft 2 Science, Skillcraft Study. Have a look at Boxer's message. This is to reply to all the thousands and thousands of fans that wished him happy birthday. There's an interesting highlight or hype video up for Marine King Prime. There's another one for Naniwa which you can have a look at. There have been a bunch of casts uploaded recently to Artosis TV which are well worth checking out. The Yogscast guys had a look at the StarCraft 2 map Photon Cycles. You can have a look at a pretty funny, or I guess informative video of the Evil Geniuses guys unboxing the new Kingston HyperX SSD. And lastly, get a bit nostalgic with the 2007 GOM TV MSL Finals commentary. This was done by Day9 and Noni. So sadly, that's all I have for you in the StarCraft news this week. Check back here soon for more. Be sure to like the video, favorite it, share it, and subscribe. But most importantly, happy StarCrafting.